Another thing I wanted to make a point to ask you or talk to you about was what kind of routine do you have as far as like taking care of your body and your diet and shit like that?
No, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm actually all zenned out right now because I just got done doing hot yoga before I came here. It was my third workout of the day. People think, we have a strict routine during season. Well, the off season, it's just as strict. Monday through Friday, Bree and I, my wife and I, we wake up at like 9:30. She gets up before me, and we get coffee, and we're at the gym 10:30, 11 for a few hours, and then we come home, we eat, whether she cooks something up or we heat something up, and I go straight to hit. And I've got my baseball workouts for a couple hours, and then I come home, and Bree and I, we talk about things that need to get done for baseball is fun, or we spend quality time together, and then I go do hot yoga, something that I'm a firm believer in for injury prevention, for just longevity. It's going to help me. It's helped me to this point. So I have a very strict routine even during the off season. And then when it comes to eating, I'm not so worried about a strict diet. I'm not going to go crazy. It's the number one thing I see guys do when I get back to spring training is gain too much weight.
Yeah.
And but no, for me, I just work out so much that it doesn't really affect. So
you don't like restrict any kind of certain thing, like sugar, carbs, or anything like that.
No, I do take supplements though.
Okay.
Yeah, I take a lot of supplements, which are NSF. The team provides that for us. NSF certified for sports. We have to, but the team provides that. So
I've heard like stories of people, especially NBA players, like when they get to the playoffs and the finals, you'll see. I've heard stories of like LeBron's team, they'll go out to dinner and he'll eat just like steaks. All he'll eat is steaks all week.
Yeah.
And then he spends after each game, he spends an hour in his hyperbaric chamber, and it's just like cuts out 100% sugar, cuts out 100% carbs, and all he eats is freaking steaks and sits in a hyperbaric chamber.
And, honestly, if I could afford to do that, I would. And you look at the best athletes.
He just bought one.
Oh, really? That's awesome. I'm Mike, I'm getting in that, baby.
I can't wait to try that.
100%. But you look at the best athletes, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady. These guys are spending millions of dollars, LeBron James, on their bodies because they can. And if I could, I would. I take care of myself in on a way smaller scale.
Sustainable scale.
Scale. I would be betting at that point if I spent that much money, but I'm gonna use Mike's. I just stepped a leg up in my career for that, so thank you, Mike. But no, I definitely see value in that, and as they should. They're trying to milk every last drop out of their career, and stuff like that has been proven to help. So
yeah, especially like those hyperbaric chambers. They're one of the main things that they're good for is healing like any kind of injuries, like physical injuries in your body. And like that's not just good for your brain and for your whole nervous system, but like healing actual freaking injuries, which is insane.
Yeah, it speeds up the process for sure, and I know that because when in 2017 when I was with Milwaukee, they had their rehab guys with Tommy John or knee injuries. They had 2 portable hyperbaric chambers they took everywhere on the road, like on the plane and everything. So they'd set it up at the clubhouse, and guys would be there who were rehabbing for an hour. So, I mean, big major league organizations and definitely sports wouldn't have it if it wasn't backed by some serious science and actually, works. So.
Did you say you do hot yoga every day?
Monday through Friday.
Whoa.
Love it.
That's intense.
It is. And, I get locked in. It's funny because it's me and like 10 other middle-aged women, like, in the studio, and they're just loving it. They're enjoying, and I'm just over there struggling, like downward dog. My shoulders are shaking, and they're just smiling and enjoying themselves. So yeah, it's a challenge. I'm competitive. I love it.
Do you also like just sit in a regular sauna ever, or is that basically like act as a sauna for you?
Same. It's stretching in a sauna, right?
Yeah,
it's like 100 degrees. A lot of people don't like it, but it's a challenge, and I get to compete in there against myself and get better.
That's freaking hard.
I've done like 40 sessions this off season.
How many years have you been doing that for?
I did it heavy in 2015 and 2016 when I was having my best careers, and I stopped because I was getting injured. Not from hot yoga, but just other baseball related activities. Hot yoga can only save you from so much, but I started running into other injuries that I had to focus directly on in the off season, like going to a physical therapist. So I wasn't able to do hot yoga the past 2 years. I did Pilates last year, which was good, but hot yoga is my jam.
It's one of the hardest things I've ever tried, dude. It kills me.
It's tough.
What I wanted to ask you, before, do you eat before a game? Do you wait till after? Do you want to go in with a full stomach? Like, how do you do that? Because
it's changed. It's changed. It's funny you say that. Definitely changed. In the beginning, I was nervous, so I couldn't eat. And now it doesn't matter. Again, through experience, I can eat a full course, not a full course meal, but a nice size entree, whether it's pasta or a burger or steak before the game. And then they have meals after the game as well that I'll crush.
Oh, that's sick.
That's
awesome.
Yeah. Funny story for you about Major League Spread. My first time going on a private flight with the team, I show up and I just had a full course meal at the clubhouse. They have a steak, chicken, fish every single night with some type of vegetable and some type of side. So crush it. And now I'm going on my first flight. I have no clue what to expect. Right? So we get on. Lady greets me. The flight attendant greets me with Chick-fil-A sandwich. Mr. Phillips, would you like the Chick-fil-A sandwich? Yes, please. Can I get some ranch dressing? Great. Right? So I'm walking down the aisle, and I'm looking in the bins where people put their luggage. Their carry-ons is filled with snacks all the way down. I'm talking like fruit, candy, chips, and what is Brett Phillips doing as a rookie? I'm shoveling. I'm like, yes, right? I'm looking around, no one's grabbing anything really, and I'm just like, I want this, peanut M&Ms, chips, give me it all. So I sit down and I start. Now, granted, I've already had a full course meal, Danny, right? But this was all new to me.
That rules,
right?
Dude.
So I'm eating my Chick-fil-A, crushing some candy. Lady comes by. Hey, would you like an appetizer before we take off? Yes, please. What do we have? Some shrimp cocktail? I'll take one of those. So I have shrimp cocktail. We take off. We're in the flight. Oh, all right. Well, now we're going to serve our entrees. Do you want a bison burger, a meatball sub, or, like a chicken entree? Oh, let me try the chicken, right? So I'm eating chicken. We're about to land. Hey, can I offer you a warm cookie or some ice cream? Please, would you like some milk? Yes. I'm by the time I get to touchdown, I thought they were going to have to roll me out of there because I was so just miserable from eating, and everyone was laughing at me. They're like, hey, everyone who's a rookie, we watch do it. It just happens.
Just
it's so
gorging on all that food.
It's so exciting and new.
Chocolate milk? Can I get chocolate milk with a swirly straw?
Yeah, literally. That's how I felt. I was like, what am I doing here?
Dude,
Give me it all.
That rules.